Do what's right for you, as well as others, and best, even when it's hard. Yeah, that's right. Even when it's difficult, even when it is scary and you feel so many fears, you have to be courageous in a dystopian sea of cowardice and be the change you wish to see in the world, because why are we wasting our lives away worshiping money and depravity instead of passion and purity? Okay, well, it's not really we, because I worship passion and purity. I worship the one and only true God, love, that is the divine life force flowing through all creation. I don't worship my fear. Worship means to hold a high amount of respect towards something. And when you sabotage yourself because you're too scared to, be yourself or have integrity or do the right thing, have compassion. Wait, integrity means doing the right thing. Aw, wow, I repeated myself. Per usual. It's a joke, because I have to keep reiterating these things until we understand them collectively. And I'm not the only one who needs to be reiterating these things. Everyone has passions. Don't tell me you don't. It breaks my heart that there are people, sorry, I gotta be blunt, so dead inside that they think they don't have passions or talents. Honey, please go love yourself enough to listen to your heart and soul and do the things that really, truly make you happy. And it's not money. And if money is an issue, I tell you what, I reckon that God gives everybody the tools they need to at least start. And sometimes you gotta get really creative. Sometimes you gotta be really innovative. Sometimes you gotta be really emo and really gay, happy, even though people are sad. But But God gives us, or life, whatever term you prefer, all of the tools that we need at our fingertips to follow our path, our passion, our purpose, to self-actualize, to heal, grow, become better, and actually live the lives that we want to live. The problem is there are some nefarious leaders teaching our children not to believe in themselves and to stomp on their passions and worship money, to fear God as if they're evil. You don't fear God if you are of virtue, man. God is all loving, God is omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. God is everywhere, in everything, knows everything. God is in us just like the DNA is of our parents, except God's actually conscious, unlike most of our parents. Unlike most people. Sorry, what? I didn't say anything. I'm not talking shit on society to make up for all this shit. Society's talked on me wrongfully, so... See, the thing is, the things I say are actually true. Or at least based in truth when they're exaggerated. We have corrupt leaders serving only their pockets and allowing evil in whatever way it may be, you know, like a sickness sustaining system that like literally ignores the root cause of sickness and like covers it up with pills and like doesn't even really care about anything other than money instead of human life. Like, you have to you gotta be real. You gotta stand up against things that are immoral, especially when they're in the fucking monopolized system that's keeping people stuck. You know, I've already said there are 300 billionaires on the planet hoarding material resources by extorting the citizens, you know, with the help of governments and shit, because they're like the CEOs. And, you know, you can't hoard materials and free yourself from desire, and you can't have so little self-worth that you pretend it's acceptable for 300 people to have enough money to like solve all the world's issues, essentially. Like 300 separate. Like, I don't got time to like do the math. Like, right, I already know how big of a number $1 billion is. It's unfathomable how much money that is. Like, I don't think that they're like next 10 generations could use that much money. But like, it could be slightly exaggerated, you know, but $1 billion, couldn't that like do a lot for the world? Except people who like can't even use that much are hoarding it because they're gluttonous pigs. As if greed doesn't feed misery, a fuller belly of self-hate. Come on now. Like, this fucking concrete jungle hurts. And I don't have a fucking suppressed heart. I've never had the ability to suppress my heart. Like, people get hurt and then they stuff it because it hurts and they don't want to deal with it, and they stuff their trauma, and that's stuffing like your heart. It's suppressing your heart. You can't suppress your fear without also suppressing your love. And I literally don't have the ability. I do believe that God gives certain people certain gifts that are, you know, stronger. Like, some people are better at building computers, some people are better at making music, some people are better with logic, some emotion. And I do think that God sent some people into these dystopias who just don't have the ability to suppress their emotions because it's not healthy. And like, the masses have been suppressing their hearts and their souls for a very, very, very long time. And heart and soul is the most important thing, you know. And I don't see it in the world I live in as much as I should. Anywhere near that. Like, even, man, most people have been traumatized. And cultural conditioning is mental abuse, so that is another form of trauma. And how are so many people delusionally pretending that they don't have any power to make the world a better place, that, well, it's too late, the government's run by the devil, guys, guess we just worship the devil now? No, dude. Like, it's up to us to make this world a better place. Each and every single human being on this planet is no more than any other human being on this planet. It's about humanity, not enlightenment. It's about virtue, not greed or evil, because everything's a spectrum. And anything that inhibits our ability to live is evil. Literally, teaching children to waste their lives away with money and pretending they don't have any passions, pretending that God's in, like, the government rather than their own soul. And then, like, fear is the enemy. Abuse is the only thing that's wrong. Like, live and let live, and recognize the unity in the word humanity, because we're supposed to be one family, but you have to use caution, because unfortunately people are sick, man, and it's scary the things that human beings can delude themselves into believing, like that they enjoy suffering or committing heinous crimes, or like abusing entire populations of citizens because of fucking money when they don't even need to have that much money. Anyway, now is a good time to go ahead and end the video. But what, you never seen a madman, shaman, dystopic clown before?